Rishi Sunak has announced public sector pay rises for millions of workers of at least 6%.
When making decisions on pay as your Prime Minister, I have a responsibility to be fair. I can confirm today that we are accepting the headline recommendations of the pay review bodies in full.
Public sector workers such as the police, prison officers, junior doctors and teachers are to see their pay increase from between 6% to 7%, whereas members of the armed forces are to see their pay increase by 5% with a £1,000 bonus. Sunak stated in his press conference that these pay rises will not be funded by further taxpayer money, but rather from each department slashing their budgets after ministers refused to release more cash.
It would not be right to increase taxes on everyone to pay some people more, particularly when household budgets are so tight. Neither would it be right to pay for them by higher borrowing, because higher borrowing simply makes inflation worse. Instead, because we only have a fixed pot of money to spend from, that means government departments have had to find savings and efficiencies elsewhere in order to prioritise paying public sector workers more.
The decision comes on the same day junior doctors began their first of what is due to be 5 consecutive days of strike action.
All public sector workers, including NHS workers, are absolutely exhausted after years of chronic underfunding of public services. Junior doctors have to face the pressures that the NHS are under every single day. The waiting lists for elective procedures are nearly topping up to 7.5 million people. This is completely unacceptable, and the government needs to address this ongoing issue, both in terms of chronic underfunding, but underpaying staff, which is leading to a retention crisis.
The public sector pay rises will be backdated to April and come after months of strike action and negotiations from unions across multiple sectors. The teachers' union announced they would be stopping all planned strikes after the 6% and £1,250 bonus offer was put on the table.
All teaching unions have just announced that they're suspending all planned strikes immediately. Teachers will return to the classroom. Disruption to our children's education will end. And the unions have themselves confirmed that this pay offer is properly funded. And so they're recommending to their members an end to the entire dispute.
Sunak, however, sent a clear message to members of other groups that these pay rise offers were final and there will be no further talks.
Today's offer is final. There will be no more talks on pay. We will not negotiate again on this year's settlements, and no amount of strikes will change our decision. Instead, the settlement we've reached today gives us a fair way to end the strikes. A fair deal for workers and a fair deal for the British taxpayer. Thank you.